We come to the 9th round. Perhaps a little bit of confusion in the corner of Mike McCallum. A couple of voices being heard. One, that of Dan Duva, who has not been with him for a long period of time. Lou Duva, I beg your pardon.
Well, they see an opportunity. Well, Barry, they see an opportunity, and they got just too excited, and he was instructed to do a couple things, which is very confusing for a fighter. But I think due to the experience of Mike McCallum, he knows exactly what to do.
Well, as you've often said, you don't hear any of that anyway.
No, you don't.
McCallum doing a blue-collar job on Sean Mannion, pretty much, just doing what he has to do. A mechanical performance, and as Iron Merchant said, perhaps not a true test of just how good this fighter is, but nevertheless, he's been workmanlike, and he's getting the job done. And a W is a W, and a championship's a championship. Shouldn't go on this way.
The straight punches will not do the job for Mike McCallum. I think the uppercuts will come into play and be very effective. The left hook, the right uppercut, but just put them together. The left jab is just setting Sean Mannion up for an uppercut or left hook.
And Mannion coming up with a very solid shot. And McCallum is on rubber legs now. And now let's see if Mannion can keep it up here. He definitely hurt Mike McCallum.
The fight has taken a 180.
Just like that.
Just because Mannion was hurt, he just fired up.
McCallum on his bicycle now, trying to get his legs back. May have him. And that brought the crowd alive.
No punching.
So it wasn't too terribly long ago that it looked like Mannion's legs were gone, and then just like that, he turned the thing around here, at least for the briefest of moments.
Well, Barry, with the way this fight's been going now, it's so unpredictable of the outcome.
Mannion trying to lean in and taking some pretty good shots from McCallum in the process.
Again, Mannion fights back after he's been hit by Mike McCallum.
Coming down toward the end of the 9th round. Puffiness under the left eye of Sean Mannion now as well.
Come on, let's go, come on.
As Mike McCallum started to come to the center of the ring without his mouthpiece. Mike McCallum actually had a similar incident happen to him back in October of 1983 when he was fighting Manuel Jimenez in Atlantic City. Seemed to be sailing toward a victory, which he ultimately got. But he was stunned by Jimenez in the 6th round, and just like that, Mannion goes down, but they say no knockdown.
Why is he pushing? I know you didn't mean that way.
This fight could possibly end up as far as who in the best shape. And the referee warned Mike McCallum for pushing Sean Mannion down. That takes a lot of energy also, Barry.
Mannion, watch your head, okay?
And it's really unnecessary.
Mannion will have to do it on guts if he's going to do it. Got a left hand in there. Should point out the fact that neither of these men has fought beyond the 10-round distance, and here they are now in round number 10.
Again, this is when Sean Mannion should go to work. He should be throwing punches now instead of holding on.
Mannion missed with the left, got a right home. Seems Mannion would prefer a brawl. McCallum not really willing to give it to him.
Well, Barry, that's exactly what Mannion does best. Inside, he fights well inside. On the outside, he's run into a lot of problems with a boxer like Mike McCallum.
McCallum waited for Mannion to straighten up that time, then threw the right hand out.
I see fatigue in both fighters now. In fact, the way that Mike McCallum is throwing his punches, they're becoming arm punches now. And he's off balance. He's walking in, he's making a mistake. Mike McCallum is making a mistake of just walking in straight up.
Suddenly this fight is becoming one at close range.
This is when Sean Mannion should connect.
And he got a left hand in there, and he might have hurt McCallum again. McCallum tries to spin him around, get him out of there with that jab, and does so. Counter-punching right hand by Mannion again at the bell. Round 11, and it appears this one will be won or lost on guts. Mike McCallum seemingly in command of this fight, but every time you really think he's going to put him away, up jumps Sean Mannion.
For some reason, Mannion gains a resurgence of strength from somewhere, and he connects. And then all of a sudden he slows down, and then McCallum's able to land with that good left jab like he did there.
And Mannion has not been able to back up a good solid punch so far. His punches have been the harder of the two, and McCallum really came in here with more of the reputation as a puncher.
Signs of frustration on Sean Mannion's face. He shakes his head every time he's hit by the left jab.
McCallum's corner telling him to keep going downstairs, just keep winning the rounds, don't get careless. He seems to be well in front in this fight.
Okay, break. Get back clean. Both of you. Okay, good.
Halfway through this 11th round, as you see.
All right, break. No punches. Step back. No punches. Step back.
The crowd will react more to Sean Mannion's punches, as he has brought a gang of people down from the Boston area.
Now it's a lot of movement from Mike McCallum. And what Mannion should do, he should resort to a body attack. Slow that movement down.
Mannion has been breathing through his mouth since the 4th round. It does not seem to have affected him very much.
Okay, break. No punches. Step back clean.
Well, it's apparent, Barry, that both men are in fantastic shape. First time they've been past 10, and they still look good.
McCallum up on his toes a little bit more in this round, showing a little bit more leg speed.
All right, break. Watch the head, both of you, okay? Watch your head. All right.
Got a little careless or a little reckless. What has he got to lose? Mannion can't hurt him.
He does a better job when he's careless. In fact, he scored more punches.
His corner this round telling him that he has to back Mannion up.
Right, break. Step back clean, no punches. Let's go. Wait.
Mannion really hasn't had to go any kind of a distance. He's only had one fight since October 25th of 1983. That was the fight we spoke of a few moments ago with Manuel Jimenez. Since that time, he's had only one fight, and that only went one round. So he's been largely inactive, and yet
I can't understand it, Barry. Now Mannion's fighting a very intelligent fight now. I mean, he's moving, he's jabbing to the body, he's feinting, and he's connecting. Why he waiting until the 12th round, I'll never know.
Bit of a low blow there by McCallum, but Mannion was still right in his face. And Mannion backs off from a right hand by McCallum.
Mannion's ready to go to me. He's been hit by the right hand, although it has not been a clean punch. He's still been able to daze Mannion for a second.
I thought that 4 rounds ago. Mannion's legs look a little rubbery to me. They don't look any worse now than they did then to me.
Well, his greatest attribute is a durable chin Mannion has. But again, bro, he just seems to be wearing down to me. I think if McCallum just go to work, there's a great possibility he'll be able to get Mannion out of there.
McCallum was on his toes the last round. This round, he's back flat-footed.
Again, you notice that there was a slight delay when Mannion was hit. He just stood there.
And Mannion covering up a little bit more now. McCallum having things pretty much his own way at the moment.
It was delayed reaction from Mannion.
Little trickle of blood from the nose of Sean Mannion now. First sign of blood that we've seen in the last 6 or 7 rounds. So we come down toward the end of the 12th round, and once more, Mike McCallum just getting the job done.
They should check that nose of Sean Mannion.
There's a good right hand by McCallum.
He's ready to go, Barry.
And he's hurt from that uppercut. That definitely hurt him. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, break.
Although this is Sean Mannion, compensate with heart and cleverness for a lack of power.
Sean's corner instructed him to push him, bite him, and everything else, but I think it's just a little bit too late for that.
Well, the face that Sean Mannion looks at in the mirror tomorrow while he's shaving will not resemble the one that looked at him this morning.
Right, down over there.
And Mike McCallum starts off as though he wants to end right here.
McCallum needs to stop throwing those looping right hands and stop throwing some right uppercuts.
Blood pretty profuse now from the nose of Mannion, who covers up again and once more looks as though he may be ready to go.
Hold it! Hold the action. Break. Get back.
That right eye of Mannion, too. It's starting to swell from the bottom.
Very puffy underneath the right eye. And of course, with blood coming from the nose, which appears to be broken, breathing becomes increasingly difficult.
Get back. No pushing. Get back clean.
Well, man, he's huffing and puffing now. And basically, he's just fighting from the heart. And that's why I have to take my hat off to him. I mean, he has a great deal of desire to win. But I think at this point now, it looks a little hopeless.
And he covers up once more. We're at the midway point.
Those little sneak uppercuts by Mike McCallum.
Every one of those got through to the face of Sean Mannion.
It doesn't look like much, but they're very effective and do a great deal of damage.
Break.
And the eye now virtually closed. That is the right eye of Sean Mannion. Crowd sensing that the end is in sight.
Mannion is still in the fight. I mean, although I would suggest him stop it, but still, he hangs in there after being hit. The body shots thrown by Mike McCallum has taken their toll. Mannion he remains a stationary target, just taking the uppercuts, the right hands, left hooks.
Taking a lot of punishment, now saying, come on and fight.
He's trying to psych his man.
And he's taking a lot of shots here.
Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
Perez taking a good long look here.
It's all instinct now. What McCallum needs to do is take his time and not rush himself and pick his shots. They should stop it there. I really feel that at this point now, this man definitely should not continue to fight.
The nose is pretty nasty. He has no chance of winning. Other than sheer pride, there's really no reason to go on with this.
They should stop this fight.
Okay.
Sean Mannion has bent, but he refused ringside positions right now.
You understand? This is a dog fight. You're gonna fight this guy, an alley fight. You understand? An alley fight. Okay. Give him water. Water.
Take your time. The guy's done. You understand? Now just take your time and
Bring your nose and out your mouth.
Now take your time. Take your time.
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
Mike, 2 hands. 2 hands.
Oh.
Sean Mannion shaking his head, trying to get the cobwebs out. His corner telling him he wants you in an alley fight.
Stay back. 14.
Ring doctor did talk with Tony Perez, the referee. And we'll see how far this goes on. Ray, I know you feel it should have been stopped already.
Yeah, bro. I mean, really. I mean, the guy's been hit by some tremendous shots. And these punches like that, devastating shots, they take their toll on the fighter, especially his career and even his health. Sean has demonstrated he has a lot of heart. But enough is enough, really, because McCallum now is just picking the shots.
One of our number here at HBO did overhear the conversation between the ring physician and Tony Perez, the referee, and there seemed to be an indication that Perez would not let this go too far.
Okay, break. Break.
Another good right hand by Mike McCallum.
That right hand zeroed in on his chin.
Really hurt.
Just watch the legs of Sean Mannion. You can see the conditions he's in.
Another good right hand by McCallum. He pushes him away.
All right, break. Break back, both of you.
Tony Perez looking very closely midway through the 14th round.
Yeah, push him away.
Again, those body shots Sean Mannion doesn't like. Beautiful left jab.
McCallum just doing it at will now. Mannion, all guts. But that's really a backhanded compliment.
All right, push him away. 2-3.
If McCallum wants to get his man out, all he has to do is cut the ring off, work that body again, bring those uppercuts back to the chin, and he'll see a major change in this entire fight.
Break lane.
45 seconds remaining here in the 14th round. It appears, at least at the moment, that Sean Mannion will survive yet another storm.
Again, a beautiful right hand delivered by Mike McCallum. I think Mike McCallum's getting a little arm weary from throwing so many shots. And I guess he can't believe this guy's taking it.
Took another good right hand from McCallum, did Sean Mannion. McCallum pushing him away in the face. And Tony Perez reminds him of that inside of 10 seconds.